Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Indy, the other twin, and today we'll be covering why the average stock goes to zero. And before we begin, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Alright, so since 1975, there's been a total of 41,000 stock listed, and about 45% of them go down 90%. Guys, 90% from their all-time high. That is that is literally everything. So as you can see, so before you go ahead and you buy a stock, make sure you understand the company behind it. Make sure you do your research, make sure you understand the moat, which is the competitive advantage they have against their competitors, guys. Every time you put money in a stock market or you buy individual stock, make sure it's in an amount that you can afford to lose, because there's a lot of risk involved when you're buying stock. But what I prefer, if you're new to the game and you want to get your feet wet, or you want to get a taste of investing and want to buy some sort of stock, I would mostly recommend you focus on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has an average return, have averaged 16.58% a year for the past 10 years, guys. So that's actually a pretty good return. A lot of stock is not even giving you that average a year. Most of them are just like 5-7%, way below the benchmark of 10% a year. So guys, if you're new to the game and you want to start investing, please, before you start, take a look into the SPY. SPY, type that ticker symbol, it'll pop up on your Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade, or whatever brokerage account that you're currently using at the moment. And today I'm gonna show you a few examples of companies that went down to zero, or at least close to zero, or companies that are doing bad. We have Sears. At one time Sears was about 11, I guess, $11 a share here, and Sears is at what, a penny, right? 13 cents all the way down to a penny. So there's companies, guys, that are they're not doing well, so you got to be ready to get out if that doesn't happen. The highest Sears bin was like 136, 135 shares, guys. So just be careful when it comes to investing. And see, this thing just went all the way down to zero, down the hill. We also have another company that I think is working on its way downhill. Is also GE. The highest it's ever been was $407, and it's been just working its way down ever since, every decade, just going down, going down. So this company, I wouldn't own this company because they just can't seem to turn it around ever since they hit their all-time high. So just be careful when it comes to investing and buying stock, guys, because it could be it could be risky. So just make sure you understand what you're doing. And as you can see, this is a chart of the S&P 500. Has returned on average of 10%, guys, 16% the past 10 years. As you can see, this chart over here stating that if you had invested $10,000 10 years ago, without adding anything additional, you'd have about $45,000, guys, without even putting any more money in it. Say you had $10,000 in January 2012 and you bought X amount of stock for $10,000 worth of the S&P 500. That $10,000 would be $45,000 today. And guys, there's that's the safest way you can invest. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so please seek your own advice with one if you happen to have a financial advisor. This is just strictly my opinion. So before you invest, make sure you do your own research. But the SPY would be the best way to start investing if you really want to get in the game and you really want to get your feet wet and you cannot withstand a lot of risk or withstand a lot of downside. Not that it's not good to own individual stocks, as you can see, the other 55% of them are doing great, but you just might have some stock in the 45% range out of down 90%. So just make sure you go ahead and do your own due diligence. Make sure you do your research. If you're gonna buy a company called X, Y, and Z, make sure you look deep into the company. Make sure you understand what they're doing. Make sure you understand how they're making money, and make sure you keep up with their earnings, guys, because companies do earnings every 3 months. So make sure you understand what's going on. And if something changes and management is not doing a great job and you can see the prices declining, and they can't seem to turn it around, sell that stock, get out of it, sell it, just get rid of it, buy something else, look into something else, or buy the SPY. That's all I can say. So thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next time.